Giuseppe, what the hell are you doing? Are you sleep cooking again?
Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. Today for you, we have a fiesta of flavors for your mouth with our taco stuffed shells. I figured the Italian stuffed shells were such a big hit, why not diversify? So in terms of ingredients, you're gonna need the following. You're gonna need jumbo pasta shells. You're gonna need some Mexican cheese or some Colby Jack cheese. You're gonna need some cream cheese softened. You're gonna need 2.5 pounds of ground beef. You're gonna need chili powder, and you're gonna need taco sauce. Hot, medium, or mild. I prefer medium. Now in terms of hardware, you're gonna need the following. You're gonna need a large frying pan. You're also going to need a cheese grater if you have a block of cheese. Otherwise, you can just use pre-shredded cheese. You'll also need a pot in which to cook your pasta. And finally, you're going to need a baking dish. You can use a baking sheet or an oven-safe deep dish. Alright everyone, as always, step number 1 is going to be wash your hands. Go ahead, turn on some warm water, stick your hands underneath, get them nice and wet. Once your hands are sufficiently hydrated, squirt some soap on them. 2 squirts is my preference. Rub the soap all around on your hand, get on the back of your hand, get your knuckles, get your fingertips, get under your fingernails, get in between your fingers, get everywhere really. Once your hands are nice and soapy, stick them back under the water and wash the soap off. Now that your hands are clean, flick some water off, turn the sink off, grab a towel, dry your hands, and we're ready to cook. Alright everybody, moving on, we're on to step number 2. And step number 2 is going to be cook your pasta. We've made pasta a lot on this show, so you should know how to do it by now. But if you don't, pot of water, salt it a little bit, cover it, put it up to boil. Once it's boiling, add the pasta, cook until it's tender, you're done. Alright everyone, step number 3 is going to be cook your meat. Now, before that, this is the perfect opportunity, if you've forgotten to do so already, to take out your cream cheese so it can soften, because your cream cheese needs to be soft. But moving on from there, the meat. You need to cook 2.5 pounds of ground beef in a pan until it's all brown, and then we can move on. Alright, so I weighed out 2.5 pounds of meat, and now I'm just going to break it up and brown it in the pan. Alright everyone, now that your meat is brown, you've got to drain out the grease. Now, I always drain the grease into a bowl and then pour it into a can afterwards because it's not good to pour hot grease down your drain. It can clog it up. So, I'm going to strain it into a bowl and then pour that into a can. The meat will then go back into the pan. When this hardens up, you can just throw it out. Alright people, now that the grease is drained, we're moving on to step number 4. And step number 4 is going to be add your cream cheese and chili powder to your meat. You're going to add 2 teaspoons of chili powder and 1 whole bar of cream cheese chopped up into little blocks so it disperses easier into the meat. Got it? Good. Go ahead and add your little blocks of cream cheese, a little bit at a time. Here, a little there. Alright, now that you've got your meat, cream cheese, and chili powder all mixed up over medium to low heat, your mixture should look a little something like this. This is going to be done. So now you've just got to wait for your pasta to be finished, and then you can start combining. Alright folks, while you're waiting for both your meat mixture and your pasta to be done, it's a good time to preheat the oven. So take this time and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright everybody, now that your taco meat mixture and your shells are done, it's time to stuff them. So, grab one of your shells. They're going to be hot, so be careful. Grab a tablespoon. Fill the shell with the meat mixture. And put it in your dish. Do that for all of your shells. Alright everyone, moving on, we're on to step number 6, which is going to be pour taco sauce over your shells and put them in the oven. You can use whatever heat you like, but I prefer medium. So, we'll uncap this and drizzle it over the top. Continuing with step number 6, we're going to take our now sauced shells and put them in the oven, covered, for 15 minutes, after which we will uncover them, sprinkle cheese on the top, and cook them for another 10 minutes in the oven. Alright, let's get to it. Set that 15-minute timer, and now we wait. Alright, it's been 15 minutes, so it's time to take out our stuffed shells, uncover them, cover them with cheese, and then put them back in for 10 minutes. Let's get those bad boys out of there. Ooh, it's hot. Let's get cheesy. Now it's time for step number 7, which is going to be cover your shells in cheese and put them back in the oven. Now you can use pre-shredded cheese if you like, but I have a lovely block of Monterey Jack and a cheese grater. So I am going to probably do like 2 shells of this and then get out the shredded cheese. Let's go. Can you believe how quickly I shredded all of that cheese? Pretty crazy stuff. Now we put them back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Alright everybody, it's been about 10 minutes since our shells went in for the second time. Let's take these bad boys out and enjoy. They are looking delicious. Now let's get ready for the last step. It's time for the final step, which is going to be plating. Your shells are still very hot, as they just came out of the oven. So, why don't you take a spoon and serve these and put them on a plate. 1, 2, 3. Don't these look delicious? That concludes this week's episode of Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. I hope you enjoyed the stuffed shells. I know I do. If you like the video or videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel. If there's something you want to see on the show, leave it in the comments. And bye-bye now. Hello everyone, and welcome to Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. Today I got a savory surprise. Something.
Maybe not savory surprise.
It's not savory. What do you mean? If it's not sweet and savory, those are the 2 options.